As you saw in the previous video, parcel segments interact with one another, but only if they're in the same site. Let's take a closer look at sites to get a better understanding of what they mean and how they affect the Civil 3D drawing. If we take a look at the parcel segments once again in this model, and this may look very similar to the drawing we looked at in the previous video where we had 4 parcel segments, these parcel segments are actually a little bit different. If you recall from the previous video, when I closed up this shape by grip editing this bottom segment, it magically created a parcel. So why didn't that happen this time? Well, the reason is I've actually added a site to this drawing, and you can see it's listed here, Site 2. And I placed this one parcel segment inside of Site 2. Sites are topologies, and Civil 3D understands that objects within sites interact. It's almost like they can see each other. But objects in different sites do not interact. It's as though they can't see each other. So these purple segments don't understand that this segment even really exists, and they don't try to interact with it. Now that's easily manipulated by simply putting objects into the sites that they're supposed to be in. So if I want this to form a closed shape, all I have to do is right-click the segment, and there is actually a Move to Site command that I can use, and choose the site that I want it to go to. In this case, I want it to go into Site 1 with my other parcel objects. Notice that destination site is selected. I'll simply click OK, and the parcel segment will move to that site. And now we see that it's created that parcel object, just like the behavior that we saw in the previous video. Now, parcel segments aren't the only objects that exist in sites and respond to sites. Alignments can do that. Feature lines do that. Even grading objects do that to some extent. And to demonstrate that, I'm just going to create a quick alignment for you and show you that an alignment can actually interact with parcels. So I'll just do a very simple alignment here. And we're not seeing a change just yet, and that's because alignments by default don't belong in a site at all. And what I can do is right-click the alignment and again pick Move to Site. You'll notice that it's currently set to None. If I move it to Site 1, it'll be in the same site as these other parcel segments, and what do you think is going to happen? The answer is that it's going to actually subdivide the parcel for me. So now I've got 2 parcels, 228 and 229, and the alignment is actually splitting the one parcel into 2. So alignments can have sites as well. What's interesting about alignments is that there is a none option. You can have an alignment that is not in any site, but that's not an option for parcels or feature lines, interestingly. So as you can see, sites play a key role in the behavior of parcels and other things in Civil 3D. So it's important to understand what's going on with your sites and which objects reside in which sites so that you can predict how they're going to behave.